Hey everyone, welcome back to Travel 101 and welcome back to another airline review. Okay, so today we are going to be talking about Ukraine International Airlines, and I'm assuming you're watching this video because you're either looking at booking a flight with them or you have already booked a flight with them. So when I was flying with Ukraine International Airlines, I was flying from Kiev to Barcelona, which is approximately 3.5 hours. So I had actually seen a lot of negative reviews online, as you can see. But being a large international airline that flies to over 40 destinations around the world, I decided to go ahead and book the flights because surely a big airline like this would actually have to be pretty half decent. And to be fair, there were a lot of really positive reviews around value for money, as you can see. So from flying with them, I have actually put together a guide on how you can survive flying this 2-star European airline across the globe. Now, it is doable, it's not as bad as you think, so if you're ready, let's just dive straight in. So firstly, there is a few things I want to cover when it comes to check-in. Now you do have to do an online check-in. If you don't do an online check-in, when you get to the airport and require the people at the counter to actually print off your tickets for you, you're actually going to incur a fee, €15 per passenger, which is huge. So I definitely recommend you make sure you print off your boarding pass before you get to the airport and do an online check-in. Now, with their check-in, when you get to the gate, if you have any carry-on luggage, you need to make sure that it's only 7 kilos for an economy ticket, not a gram over. There is going to be somebody at the gate weighing your carry-on luggage to make sure it's not over 7 kilos. I did see many passengers actually have to pay at the gate because their carry-on was just way too heavy. When you board the flight, you'll notice the decor is slightly outdated, which isn't really the end of the world. The seats weren't ripped and it looked like it was quite well maintained regardless of its age. Even though it's an international flight, it doesn't include meals, but they can be purchased throughout the flight. They do have a selection of drinks and sandwiches and a few hot meals as well. I did order a couple of things. I did find the prices slightly expensive, but in saying that, it was probably quite similar to flying one of the other low-cost carriers such as Ryanair. One thing that I did notice is the lavatories weren't actually kept consistently clean throughout the flight, but with a large aircraft, things can happen, so this might have just been a one-off situation. I do think overall that if you are planning to book a flight with Ukraine International Airlines, you do get really good value for money. The flight tickets are quite cheap, so you do actually get what you pay for. But in saying that, if you are after an aircraft that's quite modern and has really new facilities and quite a good variety of meal selection, then this airline might not actually be for you. But if you're just looking for a reasonably priced ticket to get you from A to B, then I definitely do recommend flying with Ukraine International Airlines.